Wala yahuddu ala ta'amil miskin, the meaning of wala and does not, the meaning of yahuddu, feel the urge, the meaning of ala, to, the meaning of ta'amil miskin, feed the poor. The meaning of the ayah, and does not encourage the feeding of the poor, or and urges not the feeding of the needy, or and who does not urge the feeding of the poor. La Yahuddo means that the person neither persuades his own self nor tells the people of his household to provide the poor man with his food, nor does he urge others to recognize the rights of the poor and needy people of the society who are starving and do something to satisfy their hunger. Here, by giving only two clear examples, Allah has pointed out what kind of evils are produced in the people who deny the hereafter. The real object is not to point out only these two evils, that the people drive away the orphans and do not urge giving away the food of the poor as a result of the denial of the hereafter, but of the countless evils which are thus produced. Two evils have been presented as an example which every noble and sound natured person will hate from. Besides, another thing meant to be impressed here is that if this very man had believed that he would have to go in front of God to render an account of his deeds, he would not have committed such evils as to deprive the orphan of his rights, tyrannize him, repulses him, neither feed the poor man himself nor urge others to give him his food. The characteristics of the believers in the hereafter, which have been described in Surah Al-Asr and Surah Al-Balad, are that they urge one another to mercy and they push one another to the truth and to render the rights of the others. The words used here are Ta'amil Miskin and not It'amul Miskin. If It'amul Miskin were the words, the meaning would be that he does not urge others to feed the poor. But Ta'amil Miskin means that he does not urge others to give away the food of the poor. In other words, the food that is given to the poor man is not the food of the giver, but of the poor man himself. It is his right which is enjoined on the giver, and the giver is not doing him any favor, but rendering him his rights. This same thing has been said in Surah Ad-Dariyat, and in the possessions is a due share of him who asks and of him who is needy. In verse number 19, Surah Az-Zariyat, وَفِي أَمْوَالِهِمْ حَقٌّ لِلسَّائِلِ وَالْمَحْرُومِ, and in their wealth there was a rightful share for him who would ask and for the deprived.